So I found out about this crypto pyramid scheme app called STEPN a few weeks ago. The premise of the app is you buy an NFT shoe worth like $1,000, and that shoe allows you to track your walks or runs with the app, which you get paid for those walks or runs. I tried it out, bought a shoe, and ended up making like 40 bucks on my very first run. And after doing some math, I think it would only take a little over a month for me to completely pay off the shoe and start cracking a profit. I gotta admit, making 50 bucks for a 10-minute run every day sounds pretty enticing, but there is a sort of darker side to it. You can argue on whether this is a pyramid scheme or not, but at the end of the day, the only way new money enters this app is from new users signing up and investing into these NFT sneakers. Which means if there's no new investors coming in and purchasing shoes, then this whole thing kind of crumbles. So although I really like this concept, it does share a lot of characteristics with the pyramid scheme. And in this video, I want to try and exploit this pyramid scheme in order to hopefully come up on a quick bag. Okay, so here's the plan. There's a few different game mechanics within the app that limit how much you can make. One of these mechanics is that when you purchase a shoe, you get 2 units of what's called energy. And these energy units wear out when you go out for a run. So if you have one shoe, you get 2 energy units, and that lasts 10 minutes. And if you're running after that, you're not getting paid for it. Now, to increase the amount of energy that you have, you can either purchase a rare sneaker, which gives you 1 extra unit. Now, the issue with that is that an uncommon sneaker costs a minimum of 4 grand, a rare sneaker 18 grand, epic sneaker 90 grand. There aren't any legendary sneakers up right now, but there's another option for more energy. They also base it on the amount of shoes that you have on your account. So here's a chart of how much energy you get based on the amount of shoes that you have. Again, if you buy 1 shoe, you get 2 total energy, but then the next upgrade comes when you have a total of 3 shoes and it doubles to 4 energy. And after 3 pairs, the next threshold is 9 pairs. But at that point, you're going to be going out on 45-minute runs. But more importantly, I think it would make more financial sense and it would be more efficient to run with 2 phones that have 3 pairs each. So not only would you only need to run for 20 minutes, but I think you could pay those shoes off much quicker. But I don't want to stop there. I'm really trying to eat. So what if we do this with 3 phones? Nope, not good enough. 4 phones? Think bigger. I want to try running with 5 phones at the same time. So I want to get 5 phones, set up the app on each one of them, purchase 3 sneakers per phone, run for 3 days using all 5 phones at the same time, and after the 3rd day, go ahead and sell all of them for hopefully break even and keep all the money that I earned for the runs. There's a lot of different variables at play here in terms of what's going to affect how much we get paid, but my goal is to walk away from this making $500 per day. So can we clear $1,500 in 3 days from this little scheme?
It's not even a scheme per se.
Step 1, the first big obstacle is getting 5 different phones that are connected to the internet at the same time 3 days in a row. And there's just no way that I'm opening up 5 different phone plans right now. But I think I might have it figured out. I bought 4 of these prepaid burner smartphones. Felt like an absolute dark web scammer, tap in for methods type of guy buying all of these at once. But I got them and they came out to about $100 a pop, so not bad. And then I bought some cards that hopefully will provide service to them. Now I have 4 prepaid phones and then my personal phone as the 5th. They're all activated, connected to the internet, and ready to go. So now onto the next obstacle, which this one honestly might even be tricky. Currently, the STEPN app is in beta. They're slowly rolling it out, so you need an activation code to get in. And they're kind of hard to come by. For my personal code, I emailed them and told them that I am an international TikTok superstar, so they were willing to send me one, but we need 4 more. Well, no, I got a second one just randomly given to me in the app, so we only need 3 more. So I ended up going on Twitter and searching for hashtags that included the term STEPN activation, which a lot of people use these tags when they give out their codes. I would then turn on an auto refresh bot that would refresh this page every 10 seconds, and whenever I'd see a new tweet with a code, I would try it out. I wasn't quick enough for some of them and not all of them worked, but I did end up getting the final 3 codes through this method, at which point I was in. I then proceeded to acquire 15 of these NFT sneakers, costing me 177 Solana, which comes out to about $15,000. Thing is, I'm a little nervous as to what if they have some sort of algorithm that detects if 2 phones are taking the same exact path. So I'm worried that what if they catch on to my little scheme here and block all of the accounts and I'm out of 15 grand. But my counter argument to that is, what if 5 Silicon Valley Google tech brothers are out for lunch and they use this app to record their walk over to that lunch? They would all be taking the same exact route, and I doubt they would get blocked. It would kind of be a flaw within the app. So I think I should be good, but I don't know for sure. So hopefully I don't lose this 15 grand because it was supposed to go to
the tax folk. While I'm out here in Nashville running with a 45-pound pack.
Okay, not gonna lie, after having to jump through so many hoops to get all these apps connected and set up, I was getting pretty discouraged on this concept. But I just finished our first 5-phone run. First off, I'm not locked out of the app. Now I'm still a little worried, because what if they'll lock me out once they see that I'm a repeat offender of having the same route on 5 phones? So I don't know if we're completely clear, but I think it should be good. And now for the important question, how much did we make? Now, I'm incredibly dehydrated. I've had a long day. I don't know if I'm thinking straight, but based on the math that I just did, we apparently made 90.56 GST, which at the current price of $6.33 per GST, that's a total of $573 that we just made for this 20-minute run. So I'm using the runner level shoe, which pays the most, but you do actually have to maintain a certain pace in order to get paid. So it's kind of challenging, but I'll gladly do it for 500 bucks a day, and maybe even more. I'll try running faster today and see if that affects it. Okay, day 3.
This last week started taking a toll on me.
Turns out I've been using the wrong speed shoe on one of the phones for the last 2 days. So I only made half of what I could have on that phone, which is unfortunate, but I'm glad I figured that out, because today we'll probably see our biggest day yet. Okay, that's 3 run days. Final step, we gotta sell off all of the shoes. Currently, the floor price for these shoes are around what we got in at, maybe even a little higher.
Looking at my shoes.
But there's like a 5% fee when you sell, so hopefully we don't lose money on this part. I'll go ahead and list these above the floor price right now, and maybe we can even crack a profit with the buying and selling of these shoes, but I'll be happy if we can at least break even, and we'll see what happens. So the big risk with our scheme here was that the market could crash in the 3 days that we were doing this, which thankfully it did not. And I sold all of the shoes yesterday except for the ones on my personal account, but we can value those at floor price. I listed most of the shoe at 13.2 Solana, so after the fees, I would get 12.8. And if you remember in the beginning, I put in 177 Solana into all the shoes, which at the time was worth $15,045. And after successfully selling the 12 pairs, which only took like an hour, and assuming I get 12.8 Solana for the 3 pairs I still have on my account, which those could go for a lot more, but we'll just say 12.8, which is the floor price after fees. But absolute bare minimum, we're walking away from this with 188.6 Solana. So we even made a $950 profit on selling the shoes. On top of that, we earned 257 GST for all 3 runs combined, but I have to pay 59 GST to repair all of the shoes before I could sell them. So after we subtract that, we're left with a 198 GST profit, which with the current price of it being around $5, that equals to $1,098, which if you divide that by 3 days, it is less than our $500 goal. But if you combine that with the profit we made from selling the shoes, the total profit we get is $2,050, which means we actually surpassed our goal and successfully have rinsed this pyramid scheme for $683 per day. Not that I by any means recommend this app or this scheme that we just pulled, but it does show the importance of taking advantage of opportunities and taking action.